we'll start there, I suppose. Just a good win last week, obviously 5 goals, so the mood must be good in the camp after last week's win.
It was. Listen, as I said, it was a good team performance. We got some good goals. We got good performances. The lads, there's confidence around the training ground at the moment. They've trained well yesterday and this morning. So, as I said, it's going to be a big game Friday night again against UCD.
Is that exactly what the lads needed last week? Get a bit of confidence, especially the younger lads getting the goals. I mean, they've had a lot of chances in other games and the goals just weren't going in for them. And finally to bang in a few goals, it probably gives them that bit of a boost, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it always does, especially as a centre forward. You know, when you get the goals, it gives you that confidence, you know, and you're just waiting then for the next game. So it is, and you know, listen, they got an opportunity now again Friday night to see if they can, go and get some goals against a very, very good team.
Yeah, UCD are a good team. I mean, they're joint top now with Chelsea, so that's going to be one of the toughest games you've had so far this season, you'd imagine.
Yes, it will be. Yeah, it will be. Listen, they're a good side. Big pitch up there. They got a good way of playing, so it's going to be a difficult game. So, but as I keep saying, we'll have our boys ready for them. So it'll be a good game.
What's the story with injuries, Colin? Who's out for this one?
George is still out. Corey will be out. Beach will be out. Everybody else seems to be okay.
And you went with an unchanged team last week then from the game up in Bray. Obviously you've gone with the same team the last 2 games now. Is it tempting to stick with that same team again? Obviously you're not going to tell us exactly the team, but is it tempting to keep the lads in there after last week?
No, listen, the boys have done well. As I said, listen, we still we've trained now again Thursday, so we'll have a look at training. We'll have a look at we'll sit down as a coaching staff. We'll go through the team selection, but we'll make that Friday. So I won't be telling you I won't be telling you today.
No, I didn't expect you to.
How close are Stephen Beattie and Garrod back to full fitness, Colin?
Garrod's back training. The last week or so. So Garrod is fine. Garrod will be in the squad for Friday night. Stephen Beattie came back in training yesterday, but he's still a bit off. We just need to be careful with the hamstring. You know, he came back too soon the last time, so we just need to be careful on that one.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, like, how important to have, you know, that kind of experience, like Garrod back for this match. You know, that bit of crabbedness, especially against a side like UCD. You know.
Yeah, no, listen, Garrod's an important player. You know, so it's and the experience is with a young team is very important as well. So listen, he comes back into the squad Friday night, and it's good to have him back in.
Yeah, obviously they're the form team, Colin, top of the table, top scorers, unbeaten. This will be a big test. Obviously, that's what we would expect in against them, isn't it? It will, of
course. Listen, they're a very good side. They're a very good side. They play some good football. You know, the system that they play allows them to do it. So it'll be a tough game. Our lads know that it will be a tough game. We've had a look at the videos. Obviously, we've done our training sessions, getting prepared for the game on Friday night. So it will be a tough one, but it's one that we're all looking forward to.
Yeah, you mentioned there you're doing homework on them, Colin. How has League of Ireland TV helped you and the staff, you know, to see every game? Has that helped you, is it?
I think it helps everybody, Trevor. I think it helps everybody as coaches. I think it helps everybody because, listen, you can have a look at the opposition, whatever systems they're playing, you can have a look at them, you can have a look at their strengths and weaknesses. So I think it helps everybody.
Yeah. In that regard, is the quality good enough, Colin? Like, you know, you would have a really good look. Like, what do you think of the quality of the League of Ireland TV?
No, listen, it's fine. It's fine. As I said, listen, we can you can see the opposition. You can see the systems of play. As I said, you can see the strengths and weaknesses. So it's been great for us so far. As I said, listen, we can do our video analysis on it. So it's at the moment, Trevor, it's been fine.
Yeah. I suppose just looking back to the win last week, Colin, every team will think and did so far this season beat Wexford. But what was the most pleasing part of that performance here, Colin, on Friday?
No, I suppose getting the 5 goals was really important. As I said, listen, we haven't scored too many goals, you know, so and get the 5 against Wexford was important. As I said, that creates confidence. You know what I was saying to Colin there earlier on, it creates confidence. But it's I suppose our pressing, you know, off the ball was good as well. Like, so it was a good team performance overall.
Yeah. And, you know, if you can extend your unbeaten run out, Colin, to 3, obviously you feel as manager, right, that you'll be heading in the right direction.
No, listen, as I said, listen, we'll get the lads ready for the game against UCD Friday night. And listen, we're going up there to win the game. That's what we're getting the lads ready for. And the players that we have, I mean, the last few games that we've played, the lads have done very, very well. So there's no reason why we can't go up there and get 3 points.
Yeah, and just the last one for me, Colin. I suppose, will you be set up in a kind of a defensive way against them, considering I think they scored something like 15 goals in the last 4 matches or something?
No, listen, we'll be organised, Trevor, don't worry, we'll be organised. So, listen, as I said, we'll have our own way of playing against them, so you'll see that Friday night.
You said a few weeks ago, before the Bray game, you knew your best 11. Has that changed now, considering the last 2 results?
I mean, listen, yeah, players come into form, they go to form. I suppose the lads in the last 2 games have come in and they've done really, really well, so it probably makes your team selection a lot easier.
Has there been players that come in without mentioning names, like obviously that surprised you, that you think they've done a lot better than what you thought they would?
No, they haven't, because I know, like, obviously there's younger lads in the academy, and obviously sometimes when they come in, get into first team football, it takes a small bit longer for them to settle in. The lads have come in the last probably 2 or 3 games, have done really, really well, and they deserve to play the next game. So no, I think they have. I think the boys have done really, really well. So, and it's great for them. It's great for them, especially the younger lads as well. And obviously you have your senior lads as well. But for the younger lads to come in, get some goals, and put in good team performances, it's great to see.
I know you wouldn't have been in charge all this time, but the away record for Cork today, I think it's nearly 2 years since an away victory. Do you see any reason why that is the case? And obviously this weekend again, on paper, it's the toughest away game you could have asked for.
No, I didn't know it was that long, Graham, to be honest. Were you around at that time, were you?
No, I just left college.
Right. No. Listen, I didn't know that, Graham, to be honest. But listen, my mind is that when we're going up, no matter where we're going in the country, is that we're going to win the game, and it'll always be that way. And hopefully it will be Friday night as well. But it is going to be a very tough game. I understand that. Listen, they're a good side. They're in good form, and they've got some good young players. They have.
Just wondering, we're coming there's just 2 games left in the first series of games. And just what would be your own assessment so far of the team's performance?
No, listen, Martin. As I said, I said here probably every week. I think it needs to be better. It needs to be better. I said probably in the Wexford game the boys have improved. The Bray they were good. I always think we can be better. Listen, we gave away some silly goals. We haven't scored enough goals, but we're always working to improve as a team, even on the training pitch. So. We're always striving to be better, and I think we can be better as well.
And is there any particular areas where you think that sort of needs particular?
Oh no, I just think as a team, Martin, I just think all over the pitch that we can improve all over the pitch, and I don't see, listen, we're only how many games in the season. I think the more games that we play, the more training sessions we do, we'll get better and better.
Was it particularly pleasing last weekend just with the amount of goals, because you needed goals and we needed goals, and for 5 to come against Wexford? It
was good. It was good. It was great to see the younger lads get the goals, but yeah, the important thing too is the work rate off the ball. Is that when we lose it, it's just how quickly we can win it back, and I suppose it gives us good opportunities. Then obviously when you win possession higher areas, that it gives you good goal scoring opportunities. So the work rate was very good. I know people look at the 5-0 and say the goals were great, but I thought the work rate off the ball and the shape that we had was very good as well.
Okay. Is there any news on a replacement for John yet?
No, we're still looking, Martin. So I'll take my time on that one. I just want to make sure we get the right person. Okay,
and just finally, Brian O'Sullivan parked the company with Wexford yesterday.
Okay.
Were you surprised by that, or do you think it was just the results basically got to?
I don't know. Listen, I suppose I don't know. Listen, I know Brian. I did a false course back in so many years there with McConnell with Brian. Brian was on our course. Listen, I know him well. Listen, I suppose it's difficult. It's difficult, when you don't get the results and all that kind of stuff. So it's unfortunate to see that. Obviously he's losing. Obviously being a manager of Wexford.
Just a quick one. Just obviously with the scores last week, all kind of academy graduates. how, just in your own opinion, how important is the academy going to be not only this season, but I suppose beyond, I suppose, for the future of the club?
The academy is always important. As I said, listen, I've been there for probably 2.5 years. Working with them. There's some fantastic young players coming through. It's just probably at the time in the moment that we are in position with the clubs that we got a lot of academy players in at the one time. So there's a lot of young players in at the moment. Probably as a player when I was going back, there was you might only get 1 or 2 every year coming through, because the teams that we had were so strong and so powerful, and they were challenging at the top of the Premier League. But I know it's different times at the moment. Is that we've got a lot of young players in at the moment, but we have some good promising young players in the academy right up through the teams. So it's always important to have that.
Yeah, and I suppose it's probably encouraging for fellas down like under 14, down the lowest grade, just for them to look up. Is it that pathway is there for them, like if they want to pursue it,
Oh, it is. Listen, as I said, we train on Saturday mornings in the academy. They're in there training Saturday mornings. They see the first team lads around the place. They watch them train. So it's great. As I said, they go do their stuff in the academy. There's an opportunity here for them to play with Cork City.
Listen, I don't mean to come at this from a negative standpoint, but I was just wondering, following on from a very, very good performance on Friday night, 5 goals, clean sheet, was there any aspects of the performance that you actually weren't happy with, that you thought there were certain areas that could still be improved?
No, I thought we were good all over the pitch. I thought we could have kept possession a small bit better. I thought that, listen, we got 5 good goals. I just thought our work rate off the ball was very, very good. I just thought sometimes there that when we get possession in good areas, that we can give it away too easily. Something that we have to bring it back onto the training ground and to improve on the players. But overall, I thought it was a good performance and probably one that we needed.